Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO The Hobbit. Let's continue the story.
So you are the one they call Oakenshield. Tell me, why is Azog the Defiler hunting you?
You know of Azog?
How? My people were the first to live in the mountains. Before the Orcs came down from the north. Once there were many. Now there's only one. So you need to reach the mountain before the last days of autumn. I don't like dwarves, but orcs I hate more. What do you need?
Why is he falling asleep?
We must go through Mirkwood.
The wood elves of Mirkwood are not like their kin.
They're less wise and more dangerous.
It's not even a good gag, him falling asleep. Did that really happen in the story? Look, the horse is stuck. Where are we now? On the map. Yeah, we were here, and we're gonna have to go all the way through either here, or maybe even through this section, and then back through here, and here. But it's not gonna take as long as one would think. We only have a few more levels, more than I thought, but how about we turn around instead of ride the horse forward? Here's another trade we could do if we were foolish. There's an elf that wants some help. But we're not going to do any of that.
The elven gates of Mirkwood stood before the party. Their journey will bring them through this corrupted, though once great, forest. Only a single path would carry them safely to the other side. They could not stray.
Set the ponies loose.
Ponies.
Something moves in the shadows unseen. If our enemy has returned, we must know. Go to the tombs in the mountains.
So be it.
Is that Galdriel talking to us?
Do this soon as I had to.
I'll be waiting for you at the Overlook, before the slopes of Erebor.
Do not enter that mountain without me.
Not my horse! I need it! You must stay on the path. Do not leave it.
Come on, we must reach the mountain before the sun sets on Durin's Day.
See, and this doesn't make sense, story-wise, why you would split up characters. My only assumption here is that J.R. Tolkien simply... Am I in the water? Or am I drowning? Simply felt that the Gandalf the Grey was simply too powerful for him to be in certain incidences. Or events they would have him solving all of the problems by simply using magic, whereas he wanted the other characters to have to work together and figure out different solutions. Let's see, you first. Then you. And then I think I just need the hammer guy here. If I was to guess. I've seen this owl like 3 times, so I bet there's 3 different levels where you have to shoot those guys to get a collectible. Is this the path? Are we straying from the path, or are we staying on it? Certainly doesn't look like a path to me. Looks like just a random assortment of places where I could walk. It's hardly a beaten path if it's a path. We've seen a lot of these scaled down LEGO minifig statues, but we haven't seen any of the super large ones. I would like a little bit of a mix of both. The thing that is coming to my head is with these levels getting ever smaller and smaller, could they ever make a LEGO game with just like no story levels at all? No. On my thought of it, I don't think you can. I don't think you can get away with that. Even if the open world is super long, even if everything, I want to get that, but I'm not going to be able to. Did they get Z's over their head when they fall in the water? That makes no sense. Why would you fall asleep in this water and that do something? Makes little sense. So we saw this occur in the previous game, although the lily pads were smaller in LEGO Lord of the Rings compared to this. Yeah. Yeah, unlike Shadow of Mordor, where there really wasn't that important of a main story, there still was a main story. I don't think you can do that with a LEGO game. I think you need more direction, particularly since it's a little kids game. Yeah, I just don't see, if you, not for anything that is story based. Maybe if you made a LEGO game that was just LEGO the game, or LEGO Dimensions. LEGO Dimensions in a lot of ways probably is about as close as you can get, and that still had a very large story element. But if you weren't focusing on trying to tell some licensed tale, even though TT Games is pretty much just a subsidiary of WB Games, and WB owns Lord of the Rings, it's still probably heavily focused. What are we gonna do here? Press B while wearing the ring as him to interact with Wraith Lego pieces. Well, I tried this and it didn't work before. That's strange. The story didn't let me use that ability up until this point. But I guess I need to play as this guy so he can come over here with this and jump over here. And then come over here. This is probably just a like extra section for free play. Almost have 90 of That's interesting that it gave me more yep, see. That's what I thought. It gave me more studs when I jumped on that thing. Oh well, we need Frodo. The drowning animation is so weird here. I mean, it's just wrong. It's just downright wrong. You should be splashing around in the water like LEGO Lord of the Rings. And you should... I don't think I can hit that. Like, there's no splashing around, there's no attempt to save yourself, there's no recovery from it. It literally feels like a bug. It literally just feels like a bug. I completely programmed the wrong animation into the game and nobody bothered to fix it. It's just unacceptable. Look, maybe there's something in the story here that needed to be explained. Because you almost, they start with a little bit of splashing and then they just fall asleep. Come on. Well, I'm just gonna be content to leave this guy behind, I guess. Get that, switch characters, somebody else. Platforming's not that tight either, if I'm gonna be honest. Here's another group of them. When did we get separated?
The path. It's disappeared.
We are not lost. We keep heading east.
But which way is east? We've lost the sun.
The sun. We have to find the sun.
We need to get up our canopy. I can see a lake and the lonely mountain. We're almost there. Can you hear me? I know which way to go.
Seems like they're in some kind of mystic forest that's confusing them. So we gotta free all our friends. Press part being while we're doing to enter Wraith mode. In Wraith mode, you're invincible to others. Sneak up and press X to attack foes. Okay. So the interesting thing going on here, though, is the ring doesn't stings, it stings. I'm gonna cut this guy free. Nope. Is he gonna break free? Good. I have to wait for him to spin again, I guess. Why is this not working? Just because the game is a little buggy. No other reason. Halfway through the game, according to the Master Thief bar. See, and we're fighting spiders now, so why couldn't we have been fighting spiders up to this point? Small creatures. Just anything of insignificant amount. Anything to make more of a game out of the video game. So I can only make it if I run this way. But where are the ring wraiths? Has that part of the story not happened yet? It's possible. If that's true, then it suddenly makes the one true ring, the one ring, I don't know if it's the one true ring, makes it a lot more useful. How come the spiders can speak English but the orcs can't? Answer that question. One more to free. Oops. I keep thinking I can actually play this game like I would play in regular game, and it's not quite like that. You have to be a little bit more careful. Take him out. Go through this section. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the end of the level right here. It had a save and continue thing at the beginning of it. I don't believe the level had any other play areas before that save and continue. So obviously there was a section there they intended for us to have. Is this Legolas?
Do not think I won't kill you, dwarf. It would be a pleasure.
It is Legolas. Was he in the Hobbit story, or are they just adding him because they probably added him to the movie or something? See, they had one of these, I believe, at the very beginning of the level, unless I'm misremembering. It really gets back to the point where I think they had like one person making one section of a level, the next person making the next section, and there was just like very little communication between the two as to what they wanted to happen or work together or anything. It just screams a lack of teamwork in the video game making process that should not ever exist. I guess we need to play as Legolas to get up here. If you stand on this and jump up here, you can make it. Quick time event. That's one guy freed. But I can't cut him free or anything. So that's probably another section. Shooting arrows. I imagine Legolas is going to prove himself to be the main character in free play at this point. It seems like he'll have a decent combination of all the abilities. Arrows, high jumping. Probably as we get more collectibles, we'll be able to use mithril items to accomplish other elements of the game. If it's like Lego Lord of the Rings, eventually you got mithril items that were every type of weapon that you would need to open any place, any path. That's 2 down. There's a collectible for the fun of it. Let's go to this guy, put on the ring, break this. Is there more to it than that? Or, yeah, there was more to it. And now I can shoot this. It's kind of a weird thought So if you were gonna suggest to kids to play one or two stories, so far I would say play LEGO The Hobbit. But then they're gonna want to continue the story and play LEGO The Lord of the Rings and have a pretty bad time with it. It may be better and easier just to say don't play either one of them, read the book or watch the movies.
Was given to me. Not just a thief, but a liar as well. And we're not!
Does he not even speak English? Interesting. That would be kind of funny if only one of the members didn't even speak English, so the Hobbit had no idea what he was saying. So Legolas Greenleaf we unlocked, and Tauriel is the name of the girl. Was she really in the story? I question it. I suspect highly not, because it seems so heavy in the male to female ratio in the, from what I've seen of the Lego things, from what I've seen of the books, and what I've seen of the movies. It feels like J.R. Tolkien just had no interest in writing any stories with any women in them at all, any females in them. So I wouldn't be surprised if that character was just added. I mean, look at the numbers game here. You had a group of what seems like a dozen dwarves traveling throughout this whole story. Not a single one of them female, not a single one of them mentions a female. None of them seem to be married. None of them seem to be anything. The only ring in this entire story is not a marriage ring, it's the One Ring of Power. Maybe there's an allegory in this. Maybe the One Ring is marriage and J.R. Tolkien was just struggling with an engagement while writing this story or something like that, telling people don't get married because it's bad. I don't know, that's an interesting interpretation at least. Anywho, it's been 22 minutes, still a little short for a level. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I hope that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right, there's a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.